Klein. Thanks for joining us. From tapping into rainy day funds to putting a hold on salt supplies, there's no doubt that this winter has been a rough one for cities and counties in the greater Lafayette area. So rough that it may lead to some changes for future winters. News 18's Brittany Tyner joins us now with more on how the cities of Lafayette and West Lafayette will move forward. Brittany, what are some of the changes that they're talking about?
Well, Dan, one of the biggest is possibly adding another garage to store more salt, but that's not all. With about 35 snow events this winter, some bigger than others, the winter didn't come cheap. Now the mayors are looking ahead to see how they might be able to help themselves in future bad winters.
It certainly wasn't a rare sight to see a plow truck moving snow and dropping salt on the streets of Lafayette and West Lafayette this winter. And with snow after snow after snow after snow, West Lafayette Mayor John Dennis says it was overtime pay that really hurt the city.
We've had major snow events for 7 straight weekends in a row, and that really does have it take a significant chunk out of your overtime budget.
Overtime was an issue across the Wabash and Lafayette as well, but the problems didn't stop there. Both Dennis and Lafayette Mayor Tony Rosworski say the salt supply was also an issue.
We've had salt ordered for weeks and weeks and weeks that we've never got, and so that was a struggle this year, trying to get the material that we needed. We have the money to pay for it, but we just weren't able to get it delivered.
For future years, in the event that we have more wicked winters, Rosworski says the city will look to add another salt garage to prevent this issue from happening again.
If the storms would historically stay like this and getting product delivered becomes an issue, then we'd probably have to look at some increased storage so we could order it all early and store more of it than we can store now.
This winter has taken quite the hit on both cities' winter budgets. However, both mayors say no future projects are at stake.
We have money to get through this winter, and it's not going to affect how many roads we are able to pave or anything like that.
We are in a position to where we're going to have to either look at our rainy day fund or reallocate some funding, some revenue in order to compensate for the overtime that our staff has accrued. But again, that's exactly what those funds are for.
Mayor Rosworski says the city will also look to add more snow emergency routes. He says getting those cars off the streets really makes a difference for plowing the streets. Brittany Tyner, News 18.